Do you fish? No. You know, people who don't fish think that fishing is lazy or boring, but it is the complete opposite. There are 100 little decisions to be made, variables to be considered, and you're never quite sure what made the difference. Did I cast too high, too far to the left? Did I reel it in too slow or too fast? Is the lure too shiny or too dull? Do I stay here or should I go over there? And you know it's not luck, but you do not know by how much. Because I am never disappointed out here, because I don't expect anything, because anything is possible. I can be hopeful out here, even in failure. Because I know if I just go out there around that tree, it might be different. Something might be different. Something I do might make a difference.
I can't do it. Okay. We'll do it live.
Okay.
No. We'll do it live. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. And thing sucks.
Hell yeah! Angler's choice, baby! Johnny Moore's, White River, Ranger, Triton, Nitro. Let's go, baby! Woo!
What the hell is even that?
You're listening to Fishing the DMV with your host, Thomas Ahrens. Fishing the DMV is brought to you by Jake's Bait and Tackle, located in Winchester, Virginia.
If that doesn't get you jacked up, I don't know what will.
A sniper scream, 100 nights of memory. He has me forehead.
You're listening to Fishing the DMV with your host, Thomas Ahrens. Fishing the DMV is brought to you by Jake's Bait and Tackle, located in Winchester, Virginia.
If that doesn't get you jacked up, I don't know what will. Perfect. All right, let's check the old audio. Default to wireless. Sweet. Love it. All right. How you guys hear me okay? Just was there at Jake's Tackle today, and they had a great, amazing selection of great prices. Thank you, Daily Outdoors. You guys hear me okay? All right, we are live. Happy 4th of July. We're going to be doing some fishing here out on Big Slack. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. We're going to go get started here. All right. Can you guys hear me okay from here? Let me know. Luckily, I got these big ass graphs up here that are turned off today, so I can just put my phone right up on there. Yesterday was grateful. All right, Ray Dalton says I can hear you. Sweet. All right, today's goal is to try to catch a limit of smallmouth up here on the slack that is Big Slack before my battery dies. Loud and clear, sweet, everyone can hear me. So I have the comments playing up on the screen right now for this whole setup, but I won't be able to specifically target individual questions right now. Hope everyone's having a wonderful 4th of July. You can hear me loud and clear. Perfect. Just was out there at Jake's. Awesome. Yeah, Jake's is absolutely the best store around. So if you guys don't know, this is my home water. This is Big Slack. I think, if I'm not mistaken, you guys can tell me on the comment section, it is the 3rd largest inland lake in Maryland that allows you to, there's no outboard restrictions. You can use anything. A 400 horsepower, a 200 horsepower, doesn't matter. I think Deep Creek Lake is technically the biggest completely of Maryland, but I think Big Slack is either 2nd or 3rd. Because you also have the lake on the Susquehanna River as well. It's a little special when you toss sometimes, maybe due to how far you're standing. Yeah, absolutely. Loud and clear, perfect. All right, sweet guys. As you can tell, I'm in my full American wardrobe today, celebrating the birthday of one of the greatest countries ever made. America, F yeah, born to save the mother effing day, yeah, America. Freedom is the only way now. Evildoer, your days are through. We actually had a Thursday nighter yesterday here up at Big Slack. I think we got in the top 5, I believe. And there was basically a Big Slack lake record caught last night. It was like, I think it was close to 16 pounds, which for here is pretty good because 12 pounds will win tournaments. And heck, my wife and I think it's 2 years ago now, won a tournament here. And I think we had like 8 pounds, 7 pounds or something like that. So this place fishes like the Ohio River. We got nerdy bass, and let's go, Thomas. Sweet. Everyone can hear me. I'm glad. Hey, I'm actually surprised this is all working as well as it is. So I have a pretty small battery pack for my Starlink. Just missed one. I have a pretty small battery pack for my Starlink, so we're not going 8 hours today. Definitely need to order a little bit bigger battery pack. But so far it looks good. I'm a little nervous to run with this whole setup. Full out. I'll try to idle out of here with it. I need to figure out a different mounting setup for the computer. Current is ripping. We're Big Slack in the Potomac River. We're up by about 1 foot and maybe 8 inches, almost 2 full feet high. And that's why, as you can tell, I don't know if you guys can tell, the water is ripping. It's off colored. It's got a little bit of mud to it. It's stained. It's dirty, I guess is the word. It's not chalky. It's just dirty. And it's up. And I have my my Alltrex here on 100%. We're barely creeping upriver. Usually you can't get up this far in a big rig boat. We are almost to Williamsport in this Ranger, which is pretty crazy. Will I catch him? I hope I catch him. We're gonna see. This is the most American outfit I could possibly have, though. How's everybody doing today? Anyone else got any plans for the 4th of July? This one. Dude, they are not hitting it very hard right now. I swear, there's a redneck right now mowing his driveway. I shit you not. So weird when this place, like, it's like you got West Virginia and Maryland on both sides. So you got an interesting collection of characters. Let's just put it that way. A lot of rednecks in Maryland also. Ray Dalton, you're not lying. Swimming, fishing, and fireworks this afternoon. Daily outdoors. Awesome. Yeah, hopefully we can catch some smallmouth here. Oh, there's a nice little log. I don't know. It's going to be tough. Biggest thing is I wish I need to get a trolling motor that's like, I mean, this is a 112-pound thrust. I really wish, do they make a 130-pound thrust trolling motor yet? What's the biggest trolling motor you can buy? Because I heard that new Minn Kota. It's pretty good. All right. We are going to fire that up. All right, guys. We're going to fire up big engine here. So I apologize if the sound gets a little bad. How are we doing on battery? Not too bad. Let's see. Sweet. Mm-hmm. I got 80%. All right, sweet. 80%, that's not bad. Yeah, John, I'm the only one out here right now. I predict two smallies, biggest 2 pounds. Ray Dalton. 2 pounds is a kicker for here, dude. What are you talking about? If I catch a 2 pound smallmouth, that's bragging rights up here on the Ohio. So for any new members, just to let you know, I'm not actually fishing the Ohio River. I just call Big Slack the Ohio, because I mean, every tournament that you have here, if you average 7 to 10 pounds, you're going to win more than you lose tournament wise. It's just a really, really tough place to fish. Let's see, you got any more Facebook questions? And then, guys, right now, all I can see is YouTube comments. I won't be able to see anything else, sadly. America, F yeah, born to save the little freaking day here. America. America. All righty. We got Lance Gray says, on the real Ohio, is it better to go for smallmouth or largemouth? Depends on what section of the Ohio you're on. If you are on the, I think it's below Pittsburgh. I think it's below Pittsburgh. It's largemouth. Above Pittsburgh, it's smallmouth. Or I'm dyslexic as hell and I just flipped that up in my head. If I did, I apologize. Let me pull out. My cord. Sorry, guys. I'm pretty sure the computer will die, so I just want to have this thing ready to go, just in case. All right, cool. Let's see. I pulled this coming off. Okay, pull. Yep. All right, sweet. All right, let's get after her. Like I said, man, it's just this current, man, is ripping. Yeah, the Minn Kotas make 130 pound. Daily Outdoor says that. All right, let's take a look, see at that. All right. All right, sorry about that, guys. All right, let's take a look, see. All right, another good little spot up here. I've had two people say the way I'm dressed, I look like I'm going to some kind of gay 4th of July celebration, which I don't know if that's a compliment or not. I partially feel like it is a compliment because it says I just look that good in this. So, you know what? That's fine. Will I catch one on the vaunted hellhole that is Big Slack? We got a comment, Tom. What do you not like about this place? Why are you hating on it? Like, well, I'm not. This place fishes tough, man. I mean, Big Slack here, it's a tough fishery. Jet boat, big boat, forward-facing sonar, no forward-facing sonar. There's a ton of fish in here, and when the conditions are right, this is, I would say, one of the best places to take a kid fishing, period. One of the best places. Because you'll catch a ton of fish between 10 and 11.75 inches. It's crazy. I mean, you can have 50 to 100 fish days out here, but you're catching nothing but dinks. Just really, really, really tiny, non-keep fish. Like tournaments that you do good in here, it's not uncommon for you to catch 40 fish or 20 to 30 fish, let's say, and you only catch 5 keepers. Like that's just, it's how it's always been here. Generally this place has a little bit of stain to it, or it's just gin clear, especially from September through December. This place will get so clean and so clear you can see a quarter and tell if it's on heads or tails in 10 to 15 feet of water. It gets that clear. Right now, because it has not stopped raining since April, this place is extremely hot. Like right now, my trolling motor is on spot lock and it's at 100%, just to try to keep me in place. It's insane. Let me switch this up a little bit. We got, what are you throwing? Throwing this is a Ned rig. This is a power Ned rig, which is really good for here. And I have it on a owner finesse jig head. You can buy these at tackle warehouse places like this, but it's a finesse ball jig head that you can buy in bulk. And it's really nice because for, here, this has 16-pound fluorocarbon, medium heavy, extra fast tip. It's a nice little power. The current's moving so strong here. If I don't have a 3/8 or an ounce head, a 3/8 or a half-ounce head, it's not going to work at all. It's just not. That's my battery life. Battery life is still good. Sweet. Going to buy an extra battery though, that's for sure. That's one of the baits. I have a Helgermite also tied on too. I have a spinner bait, and I have some forward-facing sonar stuff. Right now, none of this is forward-facing sonar weather. Right now, it's just hitting every little eddy and riffle you can find. This place is so up. This place is up so much right now, though. Another question here. What are you fishing for? Smallmouth, man. That's what Big Slack is known for, is smallmouth. I think there was one largemouth weighted in during our Thursday nighters, and it was like 3 years ago. I remember last year there was never a largemouth weighed in, I believe. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. It's crazy is I have on a half-ounce head, and it's still being ripped down the current. What's the catfish situation around there? From John. Catfish situation it sucks. Big Slack and Williamsport. Why am I saying Williamsburg? I am stroking out, guys. I'm sorry. Williamsport and Big Slack were really ground zero for the flathead epidemic in Maryland. Some people allegedly from a catfish club went to the Susquehanna River or somewhere and dumped a bunch in here. So there's tons of flathead catfish. They have catfish tournaments here routinely, weekly. They have them. And, flathead are honestly they're perfect predators. They really are. For whether you love them or hate them, you got to respect that a flathead catfish is not like a bottom feeder that just eats dead baits. I mean, they're like a tiger shark is what they really are. And if you guys have ever seen river monsters, the flathead remind me of those catfish that Europe has. Those that get to be 20 feet long in Spain. They look a lot like them in the head, where it's this massive mouth that's just made to just eat big shad, smallmouth, anything that wouldn't eat them. They're gonna try to eat. Oh, felt good. Ray Dalton, but I bet Big Slack has potential for a pound plus smallmouth. Ray Dalton, yeah, a pound, yeah, dude. If you catch a pound and a half times 5, you're barking at 7 pounds. It's a good bag for here. We say this with the elite series all the time. Something that would be fun is to just force them to go to places like this, It's a bluegill. I wish people would release gobies in the Potomac and Susquehanna River. All LOL. Also, Wells catfish. I don't know about Wells catfish. I mean, those things eat children. Like, I get it though. Like those things look like they'd be fun to catch. They would completely F up the ecosystem, man. I mean, destroy an ecosystem. Now, I do wish they would put some kind of bait fish in here. You know, someone told me, he's like, would you want them to stock F1s in big slack? And part of me is like, yeah, because it wouldn't, you know, big slack is not Smith Mountain Lake where it's 20,000 acres or something like that. So it really wouldn't take that many to positively affect the fishery. But the other thing is it would make smallmouth fishing irrelevant. I mean, if you put enough F1s in here to make a difference, I guess it would be good though, because there's so much area in this lake that's largemouth water. You know, you see a laydown, you see a dock, and there's nothing on it. You know, there's quite literally nothing on it. And that's how it's always been here. All right, I'll pick up the trolling motor. I gotta pick up the trolling motor because, spoiler, America, yeah, born to say. I wish I had snakehead further up at the Potomac. There are, John. There snakehead further up the Potomac. That is a very fat woman. No purple. I'll just tilt that camera right back there. There we go. Perfect. Ray's asking a good question. Ray's asking, let me pull this back up. Sorry. Sorry. Okay. There. Ray is asking, Thomas. Sorry. Thomas, what year in future when the F1 stocked be? So basically what Wilson told me, guys, is the F1 program gives you about a pound to 2 pounds bump for every year. So example, when a regular northern strain largemouth is 1 pound, an F1 is going to be 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds. When a northern strain is at 3 pounds, an F1 should be 4.5 to 5 pounds. That makes sense. So at whatever year you think a northern is, in your head, that's basically going to be the same thing for them. So if in 3 years, a northern strain is usually at 4 pounds, for an F1 of the similar type, it'll probably be 1 pound to 2 pounds heavier. So it'll be 5 to 6. And again, the thing that's crazy with the F1 program, Ryan, that's a good question, is the fact that it's not necessarily going to breed you 16 pounders, which is fascinating to me. Because it seems like few F1 lakes will get true California giants, but it's going to give you that solid 5, 6, 7 pound class fish, more so than anything else, it seems like. Which to me is pretty freaking cool. But that's just me. Because if you look at what happened on the James River, where you're going to have 25 pound, 30 pound bags. Yeah, every now and then you're going to get some F1s that get freakishly, the 10 pound mark. But the biggest difference, it seems like to me, is that you're just going to increase that 5+ pound range. And if you look at like the Smith Mountain Lake tournament, the heavy hitters, there were so many 4 pound fish, 4 pound plus fish caught. That was insane. And isn't that what we want? Like, okay, maybe not everyone's catching dirty 30s, but the fact that the people would consistently catch 20 pound plus bags is pretty cool. And yeah, does the Potomac River need something like that? Probably. And I get sides of the argument. I really do. When you talk to the DWR, they're like, hey, listen, contrary to popular belief, we're not made of money. We're just not made of money. And if you want us to fill up, let's say, 300, 400,000 acres, talking $500,000 easily for probably 2 years of stocking. Easily. That's pretty insane. Money sink. But on the flip side, you have a Lake Chesn or a Lake Anna. Lake Anna is 9,000 acres, I think, 9,700 acres, half the size of Smith Mountain Lake. And that's why I'm pretty excited for Lake Anna versus, it's just not going to take as many of those F1s to grow up to make a huge impact. You look at, 1,000 F1s getting to the 8 pound class on Lake Anna will have way more of an impact than 1,000 at Smith. I'm just talking about like statistically with the size of the lake and have fun and catch them and stuff. This is me. Those are most of my thoughts on it. Good question. They had snake stomach. They do. They do. Catch them here all the time. They don't get that huge like Cali because of the weather. This is Jason Turner. They feed like crazy pretty much year round. Yeah, absolutely. And it's also like, let's be honest. What Texas got right and what they do correctly is it's genetic therapy. Like let's just be real about it. They pick the biggest bass in the country, in their state, and they select those specifically for their breeding programs. And so you're hyper focusing on recruiting the best genes. F1s, they don't necessarily do that. Like that first generation is genetically built to try to grow faster, but it's not the same thing as having only like 8 pound bass breed or 12 pound Texas Lake bass breed. So there's that. The other thing, Jason, about the whole California thing that's interesting that you really need to keep in mind is the forage. If you're a lot of those lakes in Cali, they're feeding on trout. They're feeding on trout. They're feeding on salmon. They're feeding on all that stuff. It was the heat of the moment, telling me what my heart will do. Well, my phone just overheated. Because, you know, with the newer and Apple products and stuff, you know what's awesome is that they never work. Got one. Oh my gosh, guys, we just caught. Finally. They're called power poles. They're just anchors. They're like hydraulic little anchors that drop down. America. Hooked it in the tree too. Which honestly, I probably shouldn't be using my anchors in this kind of current. Guys, we just caught a Potomac River stud in the shade underneath the tree. Look at this. Thousands and thousands of dollars of camera equipment, bait and tackle, all this stuff. This fantastic flaming homoerotic outfit I'm wearing. And we catch an 8-incher, guys. The day has been saved. Again, we're just fishing this this current seam. We're just going along fishing as many of these current seams as possible. Out here on the 4th of July. Gotta wait for that phone to cool down though. America, America. It's a little better. Guys, look at that kicker. This is a big slack kicker right here, boys. America. Yeah, man, thanks. Hey, thanks for answering, Thomas. Also, what year/years? Okay, good. Thomas should set off some fireworks every time he catches a fish. Blue collar boys, like this one right here. America, boys. All right. There you go. Just got to sing to the fish. Dude, I'm telling you, the singing is actually working, man. The singing is working extremely well. How much battery life we have? Ooh. Yeah, we got to plug in my... All right. Well, this is how we're going to really... Now, charging. Perfect. All right, we're charging. Sweet. All right, cool. All right, guys, got 2 epic singing for the Americans. I do, yeah. I don't know what kind of songs you want me to sing. I don't know. God bless America. God bless America. What's that song from The Sandlot? That the blind guy. That God rest his feet on thee. From she to shining sea. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's a fat man that looks like Santa Claus on vacation. And this dude has been trying really hard to cut in front of me. God bless him. Looks like he finally did. So scorecard, guys. Right now we got 1 keeper and 1 dink. Right now. Quick little movement. He's got to be British. Go kick his ass. Lou's golf and fishing. Look at that sexy outfit, dude. I'm telling you, guys, just let you know, I am not single. I am married. So hands off. I guess if you're a woman, hands off. I guess she'd be okay. No, they should be upset either way. That's weird. Weird thought Tommy just had with his non-Adderall soaked brain right. For the same, like, I don't know. That's weird. Like if your wife leaves you because she decides that she likes women, is that good or bad? I guess it makes it bad. I guess that's good. I have no idea what I'm talking about right now. I guess my point is, I wonder if Carly would be upset if I'm getting hit on by men or just women, or both. I know what you're gonna say. It's like, wait a minute, are you that Tom? Are you saying like you want to be hit on by women? No, that's not what I'm saying. That is not what I'm saying at all. All right. So you guys might be wondering why I keep idling. The current is ripping so hard right now on this section of Big Slack. I can barely move upstream, and this is with the trolling motor fully yoked. Definitely gonna buy a bigger battery though. Had to, Blue Collar Boys says, I had 2 fat girls hitting on me yesterday while fishing in Lake Anna. I think they were drunk. Hey, dude, but it's a compliment. That's what I'm saying. Any compliment's a good compliment. You got to take it positivity. Maybe it's though. It's like whether you're getting hit on or the opposite gender. If you're getting hit on, you're getting hit on, right? And this is my optimism talk for the day. So don't be all weird about that. You get somebody flaming that thinks you're attractive, that's awesome too. There should be a good little kick in your step. Got somebody that you're attracted to that thinks you're attractive, that's also good too. Take any compliment you can get. It's 2025, everyone's too pessimistic about stuff. It's a beautiful day here in America. This hat, by the way, is hot as hell. There is no air circulation. I feel whatever brain cells I got left cooking. And I probably should put on some sunscreen. I wonder if I brought sunscreen. Am I using live? I'm not using live scope. Good God, no. I have all my electronics turned off. I'm in 4 feet of water that's ripping like the tide in the Delaware River. There's no scope on right now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just looking down at so I can read comments. Well, that's it. Oh, hell, there we go. Get that back. We are slowly spider crawling up this place. I might turn my depth finders on though in a minute to see how deep it is, see if I can get out of here with the big engine. You should have that with the fans built into it. That's a great idea, actually. Blue Collar Boys, bro, I'm proud of you, man. You're talking more funny without drinking your tequila. You're talking more funny without. I don't need to drink. My brain's already broken. I'm head to toe legit. I'm head to toe legit crazy. Alcohol just makes me sleepy. And I don't know what the Bob Marley stuff would do to me. Probably nothing good. Probably just make me giggle uncontrollably, honestly. What's my favorite movie? Tropic Thunder is one of the best ones. It's absolutely hilarious. Robert Downey Jr. in blackface will always not be funny. Oh, and who does Tom Cruise play in that thing? Is it Selig? Who does he play? He basically plays like a Hollywood agent, but he is hilarious in that. I love that movie. American movie. And we got some fish busting now. Yeah, dude, I need those hatted fans. That'd be great. What's my flipping setup? Yeah, so I'm using a Phoenix Featherlight. This is a 7.5 fast tip. This is immediate. This is a heavy action. This is a heavy action rod. And right now I got 16-pound test fluorocarbon. Really should probably this stuff, but it is what it is. I'm not catching fish that are that big. And you know, even with this half ounce that I'm throwing right now, guys. There we go. With this half ounce, it's still dragging it down, but what you're doing is you're just working it up above where you want to throw it, and you're just hopping it down. That's all you're doing. What's the water clarity like out there? Water clarity is maybe 10 inches. No, it's about 5 to 6 inches right now. And it's ripping. Like, I mean, in theory, I could probably throw like a spinnerbait, but last night during the Thursday night tournament, I threw a spinnerbait and a crankbait, and just did not catch them very good. I'd have them swipe at it, but that's about it. The problem is, again, there's not a lot of 2 to 3 pound smallmouth. You're catching a lot of 12-inch, maybe 14. And they just feed on any stuff here. Blue Collar Boy says, we've been blasting them on a pink worm on the wrap. Dude, pink worms are underrated. They're really good. Oh, Tony says Jerry Maguire. That's a good movie. Okay, Thomas, just looked on the map. You should fish just downstream of Opanecking Creek on the river bend and focus on overhanging trees for 4-pound smallies. I like American smallies. We'll probably hit that on the way back home. So you guys, you just tuning in. This is my maiden voyage with my Starlink setup. I treated myself before I got laid off. Finally came for me, and I got laid off my job. But before that, I ordered Starlink, and I paid for it, got it ordered, and I lose my job. 2 weeks later, Starlink comes in, so I'm like, you know what? I have it. I own it. I might as well use it. So finally got the whole setup kind of figured out here with it, and we're just gonna give it a shot. If money ever becomes a thing again, I'm going to do what Logan Parks, I think is his name, he does. He has this huge metal plate that he has in the back of his boat that he can just bolt his Starlink to, which is the shit. That is what you need to do. That way, it just can't come off. But if you guys are keeping track at home, we got 2 fish in the boat so far after fishing for about an hour, I think. Nope. Oh, that's a stick. But when you're out here fishing the Ohio River, dude, you start swinging. Do you like fishing this much current? I mean, when you're fishing this amount of current, what's nice is it just concentrates the fish hard into obvious spots. Like, you don't need scope or anything to do this. You just have to understand what you're looking for. And when you find them, man, you usually find them in clumps. Like, I mean, this is like almost like any other kind of flipping fishing, like grass fishing. Same thing. Like, when you fish grass and stuff, you'll find them in pretty, obvious. Once you find them, like sometimes places aren't as obvious. But what I'm saying is, like, once you find them, it's usually a couple of them. Remember, like, fishing these kind of current, they hit it with some that you usually feel it, if that makes any sense. Like, I'm not saying like it's like a swim bait bite or something like that where they rip the rod out of your hands, but it's pretty distinct. They don't hit it, it's gone. Like, this current's moving so fast. But the problem is, and this will get a lot of people in trouble, is to get it heavy enough to throw. And so there's 2 ways. Like, old school smallmouth Shenandoah Susquehanna River fishermen, they're going to throw it on like 6-pound test and a medium light, crappie rod, and they'll throw their tuber Ned rig. And the problem with that is, with this current ripping the way it is, and when you catch a bigger fish in this spot, so going to more of like a light BFS flipping setup, so you can have a little bit more meat to set the hook, is extremely helpful. But when you upsize everything and your weight, you can't upsize your bait. You can't throw a big flipping jig. You've got to keep it small, like a Ned rig or a Bitsy tube or something like that, to have success. All right, B Cal, happy Independence Day, everyone. Happy 4th of July. We got Adix. We got Adiz's workshop. How's your dog doing? She's doing much better. I'm gonna post a video of her this weekend. You guys don't know, my wife bought her first, well, not her first puppy, but she bought a puppy last year. And one day before it turned 1 year old, it jumped out of a moving vehicle at 25 miles an hour and just her leg exploded. I could have sworn that I thought she died. It was bad. She was sobbing and crying. I was crying. I picked her up off the road, bleeding, her foot's mangled. She wouldn't sit anywhere in the car but in my lap, and she just buried her face in my chest, just sobbing. I had blood all over me. I'm just driving at 2,000 miles an hour, getting her to the nearest vet. And they had to put a bunch of plates in her leg just to, remake her leg. And I believe the vet said like that leg will be like an inch shorter. It was so bad, like how much they had to shave and clean up. But she's home. She's pissed and vinegar. She just got her stitches out. I think it's been over 2 weeks at this point, which is great. But yeah, it didn't help with me getting laid off my job and not finding a new job. It didn't help the whole family not stress dynamic. And on top of that, I will say the human medical system is terrible and is shit. What they do for pets is even more effed up because, they basically approach you and they're like, hey, listen, put your dog down or you can give us like $10,000 now to save its life. And it's just like who has that kind of change just lying around? But it's like, it's your family member. And it's almost like if your mother was like in the hospital, they're like, listen, you either pay us right now all this cash or we're just going to like put a pillow over her head and smother her. It's like, wow, what options I have. Thank you. Thank you for the great options. It's like, sell my home and live on the street or put a puppy down. So and honestly, if it wasn't for you guys helping me out on Patreon, being a Patreon member and helping us with Mina, like I would be in a world of hurt right now, more so than I am. Because I don't know, getting sponsorships in the fish world is basically impossible unless your name is like Kevin Van Dam or you went to some kind of Diddy party. You're not getting sponsors. So thank you, Patreon members, for everything you guys do, because you guys are quite literally paying our mortgage right now, which is touch and go. It's touch and go, but yeah. So yeah, thank you. Really long-winded what I just did there, so sorry about that. Oh, let's see what we got here. Damn. Let's see, D's workshop. Damn, that's wild. Are you still trying to sell the boat or can you keep it now? I am still. So this boat, I'm still trying to sell, passively selling it, because like the worst is semi-past right now. I'm still thinking about selling it. Like it's still for sale. Someone wants to make me an offer, they can. And I can cross that bridge if somebody actually wants to buy it. The problem is, like, again, everyone knows when they're trying to sell something like that, it's hard. Like just because you say you want to sell something doesn't mean it's going to be sold the next day. It's just kind of am with this boat. It's like, I feel like I can try to sell it now and it might take a month to 2 months to get moved. Well, do you want to sell it? Like, I don't want to sell it because I don't know if I can replace it. I had one person approach me, I don't want to name names, but about doing a boat deal. And it's not like do it. And the off chances you got to try to sell the thing. And it's like, guys, I'm not Mr. Beast. I don't have 200 billion followers. So don't think selling a boat's easy. I can barely sell my boat, let alone somebody else's. So I get nervous about that, about doing the boat deal thing. And what's funny is the guy that approached me about it, it's like, dude, if I had that kind of money to drop on a boat deal, I'd even sell my boat to begin with. Now, granted, I get it with like a new motor and the hull and stuff, which is, hey, it's great. But yeah, like I would need to get like a free boat. Oh, that was a fish. That was a fish. Sorry, I like to ramble. Boat sales are tough. Yeah, no, BCAL, they are. Tons of riprap on Lake Anna. Boys, I've never been to Lake Anna. Any good riprap banks? Oh yeah, there's tons of riprap on Lake Anna. But remember that there's 3 dikes. And I'm not talking about women. I'm talking about huge riprap walls that are there. Got one. That thing was like about that long. Big slack special, guys. I'm working on my 5-pound limit. It's the Bassmaster Classic. Probably should have gone with a little bit heavier. I should have gone with an XX heavy rod or straight braid, honestly. I don't like, I mean, like for pitching and flipping, I don't mind. I like a little give in my line. I always get when I actually like slack line hook set braid, which you're not supposed to do. That even if it's, you know, cable, I just get so terrified that I'm going to snap it. Having 5-pound plus, blow up top water at night, best. Yeah, 100%. Blue collar boys. You say you install riprap. Like about Lake Anna, you install riprap? Just for my curiosity. What does it feel like? It's solid tick or a thud. It's you kind of just you know it. And the thing is, it's like pretty obvious when you get bit. And when you get bit, that's when you can slow down. Like I'll make a couple more casts. Also, I keep saying this, but I bought a Jackery battery. That's a nice one. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's an Ohio. Oh my God, this is a Ohio monster. This is an Ohio monster. This right here, guys, is what makes America great. Catching brown footballs. This is an Upper Potomac big slack stud. If I caught 5 of these in a tournament, I would have won last night. Look at this thing. This is what makes America great. Right there. Yeah, I know this is sad that we call this a kicker. And this is why I need to move. And this is why I really should move down somewhere. Let's see how this is. Perfect. All right, cool. Yeah, we good. Thomas, you crack me up, man. You're a natural comedian. Oh, bless your heart, Ray. I don't know if I'm not really that funny. America. Yeah. Born to say do-do-do-do-do-do. All right, we got 3 keepers. All right, can we catch a limit before I lose? Is my mic still working? My mic's still working. Can you guys still hear me? I think you guys can. Yeah, I mean, what's so cool about I got the Starlink, which is nice, and I have a computer actually bolted back here on a post so I can stream to a bunch of places, and I can put I got 3 fish in the box right now. You guys were wondering. Now, I will say one issue with this is the current, guys. I can't stress enough how fast this current is. Like if I fell out of the boat right now, I don't know if I could get back. The current's ripping that bad. Granted, it's like 100 degrees out here. I just swim to the, it's like, it's ripping bad. But I'm fishing, this is a 6.3. And really what I should do is flip out to like a 9 or a 10 gear ratio reel. Because when that fish bit and I set the hook, if I didn't take a couple of steps back, I probably would have lost her. Again, just right under this hanging tree. I think, Ray, you talked about this. Yeah. Okay. Audio's good. Yeah. Hey, boys, please don't Google this. What did the left nut say to the right nut? Oh my God. Behave. Behave. What I really need is a bigger screen up here, just so I could read comments a little bit easier. You know, it'd be cool if they made a phone that didn't overheat. I know it's crazy. It's 2025, and Lord knows how many of you listening, you know, don't work at a desk at a nice corporate office, but you're outside in the heat and stuff. And wouldn't it be nice if like a phone or a computer, God forbid, didn't overheat? You know, we make all this shitty technology, and like half of it, I don't even think the military would want, because it doesn't work. As you can tell, I'm not going to get an Apple sponsorship. Caught 2 fish right from there. We got 3. We got 3 in the box. America, 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 if you born to say the blah 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 day now. There's so many cuss words in that song. I don't know like how I can like clip it. Oh God, he smoked it. Don't you make me go backwards. Good God. I'm abusing my ribs right now with the butt of my rod, the way I'm setting this hook. Yeah, it's I think it's called the Rains Mini Flip. It's a finesse mini ball head jig you can buy at Tackle Warehouse, but it's just a jig head. It's just a mini ball. It's a mini finesse jig head. So you could technically go tie your own jigs, but it's perfect head rig on, a little creature bait, you know, something uber finessey, but you still want like a nice size hook to be able to let, you know, smack them good. And it's something I've been my smallmouth BFS flipping setup, but even last year during the kayak series, it saved my butt having that tied on because it's just a souped up finessey Ned rig basically. I'll show that off to the camera. The cast. I might try that tonight live stream on Lou's and my channel. Dude, that's awesome. I suddenly have the urge to shoot my AR. Yeah, that'd be good. I should have brought a gun. Should have brought some fireworks and just taped them to my back every time I catch one of these little dinkers. Where would I want to live? God, somewhere with just bigger fish, honestly. Like if Big Slack had like an average, if it took you 12 to 15 pounds to constantly win, I wouldn't complain as much. But again, what I just caught, those were solid fish. I mean, basically a lake record broken last night, and it was 16 something pounds. And that hasn't happened, it feels like, in like 5 or 6 years of doing Thursday nighters all summer long. So like that's like a crazy mega bag. So yeah, you know, if this place was a little bit better, I wouldn't complain. I just water too. That's something else. Like I just get bored with it. It's too, and it's like, this is not a flex because it's not my talent. It's just what you need to know to be successful. Like tide is not hard. It's timing, you get out on the water during the different tide swings, and you can kind of figure it out. So I could spend more time on a tidal fishery and get, you know, 5, 10, 15% better. But at some point, I just think like there's a bell curve on fishing one body of water. Like if you are, you know, 89% really good at a body of water, and you have to put in, you know, to get to 90%, is with fishing. It's like than this, but you'll never get at 100% good at a body of water. You just won't. So is it actually worth spending that much time in a place? I don't think it is. I really don't. Shit, we just went under a tree. Probably just lost you guys. Thomas, I'm jealous right now. I'm watching you fishing from a dock at Lake Gaston. Couldn't bring the boat. Lake Gaston's a cool place. That's the place I want to go to. Now, if I could figure out a way how to do fishing the DMV full time as my full-time job, I would travel around the area way more and live stream fishing, fish tournaments, just kind of just do SB, what SB fishing, but I just wouldn't have a weird creeper van. You know, I'd do the same thing with boat, kayak, everything. I also thought about trying to do more hunting and just outdoor stuff. And maybe that's something else I'll do is I'll create a second channel that'll just be more outdoors. And in North Carolina, Virginia, West Virginia, and Maryland and Pennsylvania, just that area to where you can just talk nonstop. And I haven't even hit saltwater fishing, and I really want to do that because there's such good saltwater fishing right now, guys. Maryland, North Carolina, Virginia, the Chesapeake Bay is on fire right now. Fishing isn't what it used to be, but again, like, cool. It's really cool that we have an insane, blowing up year, 12-month redfish and speckled trout fishery. That's awesome. Again, it's sad about the striper. I'm not saying it's not sad, but it's not like the bay is completely dead. And honestly, hot take, I think you're gonna see an explosion because a lot more people that are like kayak enthusiasts and small boat enthusiasts, you can go out and start redfish and speck fishing anytime. Look what's happening down south. So I wonder if that's going to be a bigger market now. You're gonna have all these people coming from out of town because you're just gonna go fish those areas for reds and stuff. I don't know, but I definitely start talking about that. I just don't know how to talk about that besides getting charter boat captains on, because a lot of people, you think bass fishermen are secretive? Good Lord. Saltwater guys are 1,000 times worse. Which is funny because if you're a guide, you know, you would. You know, you should know, like, talking about your stuff will actually make you. Good God, my ribs. Oh my God. I am shanking myself. This stupid rod. I need a smaller butt. I need to actually be more manly. Let's just take the rod. That sounded bad. Don't say that again on a hot mic. Take the rod, Tom. She smoked it. Smoked it, guys. Ryan Dalton. Let's see, guys. What does Ryan got to say here? 7.49K subs. I've been with you from the start. You're doing great, man. I predict 50K in 2 years or less. Then it'll easily go to 1 to 200,000. Keep grinding, brother. Hard work pays off, dude. No, I apologize if it sounded like I wasn't complaining. Like, if this thing never becomes a full-time job, it's perfectly fine. I'll just have to dial back on the content. That's the thing. Just take the rod. I'm not. Yeah. I probably should. What's the water temperature like? It's hot as shit. I'm gonna say mid 80s because I have nothing turned on. I can turn it on for you though. Yeah. So this is. I think this is a Rains mini finesse flipping jig head. You can buy it at Tackle Warehouse. It's called the Mini Ball. Brent Ayler, I think, Mini Ball. 3/8 ounce, half ounce, and then I can just, you know, I'm just using a Ned rig. That's what they want here. Pretty straightforward stuff right now.
America, heck yeah. Freedom is the only way. Terrorists, your time is through. We're going to come judge you, America. F yeah. By the way, Team America World Police is just grade A entertainment. Is just grade A entertainment. Well, there's my sauce. Tell you what, if I catch a 4-pounder, I'm gonna drink. If I catch a 4-pounder today, I promise I'm gonna drink smelly jelly. I'll drink it right from the tap. How's that sound? Smelly jelly from the tap, boys. If I catch a 4-pounder today. All right. And yeah, I put my smelly jelly in the cooler usually, or someplace cool. Carly Bird, have you caught anything yet? I haven't seen any boat flipping yet. Yeah, we've caught a couple. My wife is on. So Carly, I apologize for the homoerotic nature. It's just this outfit has gotten me getting all the compliments in the world. What was the most scary thing is insanely fat, weird. It looked like Santa Claus if he does meth, and he was giving me some weird looks. And I don't know if it was weird looks because of the way I dress, like, oh, what are you doing? Or weird looks like, don't drop the soap in the shower. Weird. And yes, before you ask, meth Santa Claus was on the West Virginia side, not the Maryland side. Meth Santa Claus, that would be a fun little short story. That's not racist, I don't think. West Virginia, poor West Virginia gets a lot of hate, which is sad because I live in like Hagerstown, so it's no bell of the ball either. I mean, the address says Hagerstown. I drive to Hagerstown a bunch. Technically, it's not Hagerstown. It's weird to say Hagerstown. They're like, oh, you're like 5 minutes, like everywhere that's important. It's like, no, I live closer to Pennsylvania, sadly, than I do. It's weird because where we are is that skinny ass piece of Maryland too. So there's just a lot of everything there. This guy's right coming right up on my ass. We got 3 keepers. We need 2 more to fill out a limit. And there's one more thing up here I want to hit before I turn around, and we'll start working our way back. I definitely have to, got things we got to do tonight. America, F yeah. Freedom is the only way now. Terrorist is through. Come in there to answer you. How does a battery get too hot? That's wild. Sorry, I'm under a bunch of trees right now, which is probably messing up Starlink. Sorry, Daddy Musk. No, I mean, job, and you know they cut it because they thought it was not important, and that is what it is. Problem is just everyone. What the job market sucks right now. It's crap. Doesn't matter who's in charge. It's just the lying that's annoying. Where it's like everything's fine. It's like, okay, we all know not everything is fine. Just be real with us. It's like, well, if we tell you the economy's bad, you know, then we'll all know it's bad. So we can't tell you that. It's like, come on. We're all adults here. We are all adults. So this is like absolutely beautiful. There's got to be a couple of fish here. There's definitely a couple of fish here. All right, sorry, guys. I switched the satellite up. I just moved the satellite dish a little bit. That way I can, it's pointing towards the sky better, because there is definitely an issue with trees. Oh my God, that was a good one. Come on, there's got to be a couple of fish up on this stretch. Come on. Yep, there is. Well, I was a dumbass. So the Helger might some. Fish just busted up here, and I made the cast, and I felt the tuck tuck, and I just set the hook, and I realized the tuck tuck was actually the tree that I just casted next to, and it wasn't necessarily the fish that I just saw blow up. What I really should do is tie on an underspin. They would kill that right now. Dude, this is such a good spot. Look at this dock right here. Right under the boat. Hold on. Pull this out of it. I don't have the money to replace a bunch of rods that I might break being a dumbass. So let us pull that out of the water first. I won't get you. All right. About 12 inches. 4 keepers. 4 like very close keepers. Let's see. Got any more questions here? Justin and I will see you on the pod hopefully next weekend or the weekend after. Yeah, absolutely, dude. Just yeah. Okay, Justin. Yeah. Okay, so now, yeah, absolutely. Because you said you want to do Friday recordings, right, boss? Yeah, I think you said you want to do Friday recordings. So I need to figure out a Friday that we can do. I know technically I could do next Friday because my wife will be out of town at a horse competition. So I could do next Friday for sure. See, guys, same jig head, but just a big hellgrammite on there. Big old hellgrammite on there. Look at that pontoon boat, man. I probably could go up here a lot farther than I thought, honestly. That's a good one. That's a good one. Oh, guys, let's go. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh God. Oh. Look at this beauty. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. Get in there real quick. Ah, that one is huge. We need one more to fill out our limit. That is the size right there. Mm. And the crowd goes wild. That's a huge one, guys. For here, that's a monster. Thank God I made the switch to my other rods. This is an X. I just switched to an XL, an extra heavy feather light with 40-pound straight braid, same jig head, and then a Magnum size hellgrammite with the Tula 1.8 reel, a lot faster. Dude, that fish is what dreams are made of right now. Oh my God. And there's another one in there too. And again, it's like this little shade thing where it's weird because some of these places, they all look great, but some of them have them, some of them don't. Going up from that 6 gear ratio reel that's on the ground right next to me to this 8 is major. I really need to tell my wife I need to get a couple more reels like this. A 10 would be good too. I think Daiwa now makes a 10. Yeah, if I was like, well, you'd be scoping today. I could go scope. The problem is where I could scope on big slack is just going to have so much boat traffic. And this is just more fun. I mean, personal preference. Like, I don't mind scoping. I do it all the time. I mean, hell, I won the Butch Award because I was live scoping. It's also the conditions. Like, you know, if you could win a tournament without scope, people would do that. You know, like I don't. That's not why. Why is that controversial? If it was said that like the best way to win a tournament is a frog, people would throw a frog. If you're using scope to win, it's because that's the best way to fish. I mean, look at what happened at 10 Killer. All those fish moved up into the bushes, and you know you weren't going to win or do very good. Well, I just messed that up. Oop, did I lose audio connection? I lost audio connection. I'm kind of interested to see how long this Jackery battery is going to last for me. I'm definitely going to buy another one, probably a bigger one. Yeah, I bought the $200 one, and I'm going to go with the probably get the $400 one. Because that way, I can plug the computer up or the iPad or whatever I'm going to use. I like having a computer just for the attachments. I know, like, but you can Bluetooth it. The more wireless connections you have, the more probability you have of something going horrifically wrong. That's just how it is. Let me know how, guys. Let me know in the comment section. Can you hear me? Okay. I don't know if it's just my phone. There we go. The crowd goes wild. I'm feeling like I feel like the Starlink is working pretty good though. And it's working good with StreamYards because StreamYards, you know, it sucks. That StreamYards is a classic example of you don't have to have the best idea if you're the only idea around. Like if you're the only one that made the wheel, it could be a terrible wheel, but it'll probably still be, you know, you'll sell it well. Nobody competes with StreamYards. I mean, the way that I can stream straight to YouTube and it'll be fine, no issues. But if I try to use StreamYards, like it's going to be buffery and laggy and just nasty. I do not understand that at all. I think I'm also starting to identify the banks that'll work for this. You know, there's something up here I want to hit, and then we're going to be done. Moving back through here because I actually got to go. I actually picked up an odd job today. Mowing a friend's family's yard and helping them do some yard work. I thought I'd hang out here with you guys first. And you guys, as always, you know, I don't know if the audio is still working or not, what's going on, but if you want to, please, please, please go check me out on Patreon. It's like $6 a month. It just helps me pay my mortgage, and there's a lot of really cool perks, including our next fishing tournament that we're going to start up. Starts up next. Ooh, that was a bite. Our next fishing tournament starts up next Saturday, July 12th, and it will run until Labor Day at midnight. All right. Just to save some motor. Try to save a wee bit of my motor there. And the crowd goes wild. Awesome. Can you guys still hear me? Hello? All right, you should be able to still hear me. Wireless mic is still working. Sweet.
All right. Mike says, yeah, we hear you. You fun fishing or tournaments today? I am fun fishing, trying out my Starlink. I just got Starlink and I've been just playing around with it. First time to see how she works. And honestly, really liking it so far. There's definitely things I can do to make my setup better, but all in all, can't complain. All right, guys, we got about 30 minutes left in the day. I'm sitting on 4 fish and a really good one, which I'll probably show you guys here in a minute. Blue collar boy says I gotta get one more. Yeah, I gotta get one more before I call it a day. America. These shorts my wife bought me, these were like the smaller version, and I really do feel like every time I set the hook, I'm gonna lose my pants. Which, you know, may or may not make for good television if I lose my pants. And just kind of, guys, and again, if you guys are just tuning in, fishing Big Slack in Maryland. It's, I think, the 3rd largest inland body of water in Maryland that allows you to just use whatever size motor you want. I think technically, I think Deep Creek is the biggest. There's also that little reservoir in the Susquehanna, though, too. Cast way upstream of this log. No, you're right. I do need a more powerful trolling motor. We'll add that to the wish list. I mean, Coda, if you're watching and you want to send me a trolling motor, dude, you're more than welcome to do it, man. Ooh, good question that just popped into my head. Favorite type of barbecue for 4th of July or favorite 4th of July food? Jalapeno bacon wrap, or bacon wrapped jalapenos, or jalapeno wrapped bacon, whatever way it is. Those are banging. Brisket, you can never go wrong with. Brisket nachos and a nice cider beer is really good. I guess it's just called cider. Cold cider, that's really good. Chicken barbecue is good. Pulled pork is good, but brisket, man, is just awesome. And I like ribs too. Brisket, probably my favorite. Brisket nachos. That's, you want something that's going to give you a heart attack. Brisket nachos will do that for you. But you'll be thankful. Just with me that it's like, it's not every place has them. Losing your pants. So weird. She doesn't get jealous if women hit on me. She gets jealous. It's weird though. If got one. No. Send her. See, it's the Helgramite. That's how you launch them 100 miles an hour. Black Chev, brisket nachos from Monk is awesome. It is. And I just sent that poor little 12-inchers flying. I forget even what I was talking about. I was yammering about something. Whoa, baby. Yeah, that was a good one, too. That wasn't a good one. What are you talking about? Oh, I mean, it's good for here. Holy crap, this is like a hot hat, man. Terrorists, your days are through, 'cause we're gonna be coming for America if you going to save the bleepy bleepy bleep bleep. If we just need one more, guys. That was literally our 5th keeper right there that I just threw across the boat. Smooth move, Axe. Yeah, I know. Thank you. I just launched that fish. Yeah, Monk's brisket's really good. I'll probably go to Monk's today, maybe. I know, Carly, if you're listening, can we go? Even just to get a drink, that'd be nice. I have no idea how many people are watching right now. I cannot tell on my screen. Just drop a comment, like to the channel. Our maiden voyage. Just fishing through all these current guys. The current is absolutely freaking ripping, man. What's the nice current though is like I've seen at least. I think spot lock works way better when you have current, a little bit of current. And when you start your spot lock, start it by drifting downstream just a little bit, and then hit it, because then it'll just point forward. It won't like try to spin 180 degrees on you. Oh, we need one more fish. Their pastrami is really great too. Oh yeah, their pastrami. Oh, Monk's barbecue pastrami. God, you're making me hungry as hell, Lord. Yeah, their pastrami is really good. Well, this ain't good. Come on.
Oh, come on. How the hell did I do that?
That was weird. Sorry about that, guys. Huh. Are you a big slack, Paul Whitney? Yes. Lance Gray, are you squirrel fishing? I am squirrel fishing. Are you on big slack? I'm on big slack. Oh, you have duct tape. Oh shit, we're down to like 30%, man. Alright. Trying to fix my there we go. All right, guys, I got about 30% battery life, so let's finish strong. How about that? Yep. Sweet. All right, cool. We're still there. Are you on the big slack? Yeah. All right, cool. Cool. Ooh, how's the fish? Dude, I'm smoking this thing hard. The big suck. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. The big suck is pretty spot on. Well, that bait's dead. Well, that bait is dead. I don't think I have a single Helgermite left. But got plenty of Ned rigs. Got plenty, guys. All right. Let's go. Let's make Ned rig fishing. We're going to make Ned rig fishing great again, boys and girls. Let's make Ned rig fishing great again. Get this beautiful smallmouth here. American smallmouth. There's Americans fish. Beautiful fish. They fight like hell, like all Americans do. Guys, I'm not on the trolling motor, by the way. This is literally just how fast the current is right now. So you see how this is like, I'm ripping right through here? 100% just the current. Trolling motor is off. Dude, we actually did a pretty good limit for getting out here so late. I mean, just think about that for a minute, man. We didn't get started till like 11:30 for this stream on the 4th of July weekend.
I sent that one.
I'm back now. Can catch them. Blue collar boys. All right, guys. So, little heads up. We got 4 in the box, including a really good one for big slack. We started, I think, around. I mean, guys, chat help me out. Like 11:30 is when we kind of got started with the stream. So shitty part of the day. It's now 1:40. We catch one more, man, I'd be impressed. And we have about probably 30% battery life left on Starlink for Starlink and the computer. So hopefully we catch one more to fill out our limit before I have to go and before everything dies. This is a nice little place right here. Well, that's a good one. I might not have enough trolling motor battery left to get my bait back. This ain't good. Come on, guys. Haha! Use a big motor as a trolling motor. Oh my God. Oh, yeah. Keeper, right? We're going to count it. Big suck, man. You are not wrong. The big suck. That's spot on, actually. Ugh.
A low root system right there. Should be one right there.
Blue collar giant.
Yeah, no, that one is that one's a beast. That one's a beast. Oh, you know the movie I really want to go see, that Jurassic World movie and F1. I hear F1 is supposed to be really good with Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt's also like 70 years old. And he still looks insanely good. Which everyone says money can't buy happiness, but apparently it can buy you whatever steroids Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt take. Could you imagine if like Rick Clunn took steroids? Dude, he'd be unstoppable. I mean that. Like, he would literally be unstoppable. Nice little eddy right in here. Beautiful eddy, but no fish. It's a giant. Yeah, no, that was a giant, dude. That was a giant. There's a really nice little seam coming up right here. It looks like what they like is they want the shade, and they want something that creates like a riffle effect, like a boulder in the water type of deal. You see where the water gets like a little turbulent. That's where these cats want to hang. America. It's got bit again. There's definitely one right in this stretch here. Well, I got bit, and then he dropped it. That was rude of him. Probably a bluegill. Or a little rocky. A little rock bass. I don't know. Let's keep working that seam. And you know it's a good scene when you see minnows scatter too. It's a big deal. Like you just see some bait and some life in there. Some more bait scatter right there. Yep, still throwing that Ned rig, guys. We're one away from our limit. Beautiful bubble trail too. This is a beautiful little scene we got going on right here. And it looks like what you really want is you want the current to hit the shade. You want that current seam on the shade line too. Like if you got a current seam but there's no shade line, it just doesn't seem to be as effective. If you have shade without like that current break, it's like really has to be like the secret sauce to make the place work. Again, it's like it's crazy that you're flipping boat docks and you're catching smallmouth. Hell yeah! Come check it out. I think that's the guy that's attracted to me in a weird way. I apologize. Nah, just fun fishing today. Drinking and fishing can't get any better. I'm not drinking. It's about 200 degrees. If I drank tequila or something, I might die, actually. That actually might kill me. Is there a tournament today? Shit, I should have gone out.
The guy that's attracted you in the weird way, some of them guys out there on the river are doing different kind of fishing.
Dude, I'm telling you, they're using a flipping stick. Let me say that. Or their version of a flipping stick. Sorry, we're not in Baltimore. This one guy thinks I'm the embodiment of America, which I don't think that's a good thing. I try to keep myself in good shape, but I don't think I got America's body. Let's just say that. It's more with a cushion for the pushing or whatever they say. It's like I always gotta be careful because I'm trying to keep it family friendly. It's the best I can. But also, we're adults here. All right, we're getting closer to the juice here. The water's really starting to come down now. Let me stick right there. America, F yeah. America, your day is through. I mean, it is 2 p.m., the absolute worst time to be out here. Dying of heat stroke, pants are falling off. Could use a cold one. Putting in the work, though. Doing this for you guys. Doing what I can. All right, guys, this is our last spot because Daddy's got to get in.
Show us a 5-pounder F1 fishing. That tan. Thank you, boss. Some of them guys out there on the river are different.
Yeah, I'm telling you, there's some West Virginia rednecks out here. You hear the banjos, they say you got a pretty mouth. I say thank you, but then I realize I should not have taken that compliment. But then you realize, $20 is $20 and I'm unemployed. So, maybe it's not bad. Just don't think about it. There was a bunch of fish here last night. And it's crazy. Like they're in completely different stretches. It's like where I caught them last night, they're not there. That's just wild how much they move on the river. That's the thing is like on a river system like this, man, fish move a lot. They really do. That is the ugliest woman I've ever seen in my life. Good Lord. Some people's family tree does not split. It is straight. You're like, but Tom, that's someone's daughter. I know, and I'm sorry for the family. I'm not saying you have to be at 10 out of 10, but you shouldn't have a gag reflex when you look at someone either. Well, we got 4 good ones. Fishing the worst part of the day on the hardest fishery in Maryland. But, we actually had pretty good conditions for the toughest fishery in Maryland. I'm not gonna lie there. When it's like this, it's actually pretty easy to catch them. Granted, doing it in the middle of the day on the 4th of July weekend is probably not the greatest play. But why are you doing these floating docks? Good question. The reason I'm not fishing these floating docks is they're floating. Thank you. My check. Put my check in the mail. For these docks like this, man, there's nothing there for them to hold on to. You need a current break, and floating dock will provide shade, but it really does not break the current. So what I'm really looking for is like little points and stuff or shade. The thing about up where we were is there was a ton of trees, ton of shade trees. There's a little point right here, and you can see, I don't know if you guys can see, there's a little point right here. There's like a nub in the bank, but that nub is going to deflect the current a lot.
Oddly specific. Is the water still deep as hell? Right now, boss, it is about probably 3.5, 4 feet is what we're dealing with right now. 3.5, 4 feet of water. I'm way up Big Slack. I'm near more Williamsport area, honestly. I'm up here. All the good stuff is gone now. Why this side? So the reason I'm fishing this side of the bank is you got way more rock, docks, current breaks, just stuff. It's a little bit deeper. And especially with this currents up like this, it gives you that nice hard edge that they can curl into. And again, there's no rhyme and reason. You're looking for some good current. What kind of, oddly says, what kind of lure am I trying? I am throwing a, good question. Right now, I am throwing a BFS pitching and flipping setup. This is a, I just switched to a medium heavy, extra fast Featherlight Phoenix rod, 16-pound fluorocarbon, and a half ounce. This is a half ounce balls mini flip jig head. You can buy it at Tackle Warehouse. I have a Ned rig on there. You just need a compact bait because we're just primarily fishing for smallmouth, and they want that little profile. I think there's been one largemouth caught out of big slack in the past 200 years. It's all smallmouth, generally speaking. Worst part of the day here. And I'm pretty sure my battery on my Starlink and my computer is going to die here soon, so. We're getting close to the end here, boys. One more stretch, and then we're going to call it. I mean, technically, if you count that really small one, I caught a limit, but I don't want to count that. It's just crap. This is why we need to build more lakes. Hot. right. All right, guys. We still going? Oh, so we're still alive. All right, we're gonna go for a quick little ride. We're gonna see how this goes, and then we're gonna go from there. So I think we're about done. I think what do the kids call it? They're about cooked. We're about cooked. But anyway, let me show you this bad boy off real quick. There's a kitty. I love smallmouth so much. These things just never stop. Even when you get them in the goddamn live well. There we go. All right. That right there. Yeah. Beautiful fish. All right. America, F yeah, born to save the freaking day now. America, F yeah, freedom is the only way to rest your days are through. Because America's going to come for you. America, oh shit. All right. All right, cool. Sorry, I got my settings. All right, guys. So I think we're going to be calling it there. I'm going to break down the setup because it is still not a safe enough setup to make for have me run like full force. So we're going to call it there today. This was the maiden voyage of trying out Starlink with a laptop and everything. I think it went pretty well. Everyone have a blessed 4th of July. Next episode of Fishing the DMV will debut Monday morning as always. I might sneak in another live stream to just talk about map study and stuff for my Patreon supporters. So we're going to start a map studying seminar kind of mini series, just breaking down different places. So that's going to be happening here shortly. A couple of questions we have here. What he doing swimming in there? I have no idea what he's doing swimming in there, dude. That's a really good question. Let's get right here. Hard to find that Miles. There it is. Yep. Hell of a doo-doo. I agree. Hell of a job. 4th of July fish fry. Yeah. That would be one thing. Let's see what we got here. What other questions we got? What is he doing swimming there? No freaking idea. He needs some milk. No milk, please. That's fine. Where are you up all the way past Shepherd's Island? No, F1 fishing, not past Shepherd's Island. I don't think my boat could get that far up there potentially. It might, but I didn't want to risk it today. So, but anyway, guys, yep, thank you so much. This has been an absolute blast. Let's see. We got F1 that says, or bring back Jared Williams. Oh, dude, I'll bring him back for sure. But anyway, let us. All right, sorry about that. Trying to see on the stupid screen and all the sun and everything. Anyway, let's try this one here. All right, cool. Bring back Jared Williams on the next show. I definitely need to bring back Jared Williams, dude. I definitely got to bring him back on. He's a really good guest. Anyway, so I don't freaking die, I'm gonna try to end this stream real quick. So let's pull up some clips. Okay, guys. Have a blessed 4th of July weekend. We ended up catching 4 good keepers out here on Big Slack, which is a pretty good limit. That was a really nice one that we caught. So I'm glad I was able to catch one good one for you guys here on our first stream. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Helps us out in the algorithm. Please drink responsibly tonight if you're going to be doing that and blowing shit up. Don't lose any of your fingers. And we will see you guys next time on Fishing the DMV. Bye.
You're listening to Fishing the DMV with your host, Thomas Ahrens. Fishing the DMV